everyone. Today my name's Eric. As always, I really appreciate you stopping by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to do a smoked sous vide prime rib roast. Now today is actually Thanksgiving in the United States, and typically you celebrate by having family and friends over and enjoy a turkey dinner. Well, last week, my last video, I did a turkey that I smoked in my pit barrel cooker, and it came out absolutely delicious. I'll leave a link below if you want to check that out. But because we've been eating turkey, me and my family, for the last 3 or 4 days, we decided we wanted a change of pace, and that's why I decided on this beautiful 3 bone-in, just over 8-pound prime rib. Another reason I wanted to do something other than turkey was because my new toy arrived yesterday. As many of you who watch my YouTube channel know, I have a VacMaster Sous Vide, which I absolutely love. But an early Black Friday sale was going on, and they had the Innova here on sale for $60 off, $99. So if you guys have been on the fence thinking about whether or not you want to try a sous vide for $99, I think this is your best value. This is probably regarded as one of the best sous vide cookers out there, or at least in the top 5 for sure. Another thing I got, because I've been kind of sick and tired, I've been using aluminum foil to cover my sous vide container. I got these sous vide balls, which I've been kind of eyeing for the last few years. And these you just pour into your container, and they kind of form a seal to prevent any water from evaporating and to help maintain a constant temperature. So I'm kind of excited to try that as well. As always, I'm going to keep things pretty simplistic so it's not too complicated. I'm going to cold smoke this for a couple hours outside on the grill just to get a little bit of smoky flavor on it. I'm going to vacuum seal it. Going to season it with some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder. I'm going to saute some rosemary, some garlic, and we're going to put that in the bag. We're going to sous vide it for probably 5 or 6 hours, and then finish off a nice broil in the oven. And this is going to be absolutely delicious prime rib. And if you're looking to impress your friends and family this holiday season, this is a real easy way to do it. And you always want to be careful when you're making an expensive piece of meat like this. But with the sous vide machine, it takes all the stress out of it. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to make this step by step. Let's get cooking. So before I get this on the smoker, I want to get it seasoned and allow some of this seasoning, especially the salt, to kind of soak in and help tenderize the meat. Now this isn't too complicated. I recommend a coarse kosher salt, and don't be afraid that you're going to over season it. This is such a huge piece of meat that you definitely can go a lot of salt and you're not going to have any issues. I'm going to continue to go ahead and season this on all sides. Like I said, lots and lots of salt. And then I'll just top it off with a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. And I'll meet you guys outside when we get this thing on the smoker. Be back in a second. All right, so I got done seasoning it. You can see it right here. Salt, pepper, garlic powder. Let's go outside and fire up our smoker tube so we can get this on to smoke for a couple hours. Meet you outside. Alright, I've gone over this a few times in some of my other videos, but I'll just briefly show you this. What I'm going to do is cold smoke this. I don't really want to cook this. I just want to get a couple hours of smoke on it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use these pellets. These are actually designed for pellet grills. These are actually applewood pellets, and you can buy these smoker tubes. I have one here. They're relatively inexpensive. And I'm just going to start the pellets on fire. We're going to put it on one side of the grill and put the prime rib on the other. Now the easiest way to do this, I use one of these Weber lighter cubes, and I just fill up the tube and I put one of those in there, and then I take my handy dandy torch here. We start it just like that, and now I'm just going to let this cook, or I shouldn't say cook, I'm going to let this start to burn for probably 15 minutes to make sure those pellets are all lit, and will continue to smoke for a couple hours. All right, this has been going for around 10 minutes. I did put a couple of wood pellets on top after I lit it. And now you're just going to put the cover on. Of course, this goes without saying, wear some kind of gloves that are heat resistant. So you can see it instantly starts smoking. So I'm going to stick it over here on this end. I'm going to put the grate on it, and we're going to put the prime rib over here and the cover with the vent, so the smoke's just going to cover it up. So let me go get the prime rib, and I'll meet you out here in a second. Alright, I got the prime rib on. I'm probably going to flip it in around an hour. But yeah, just stick it on the far end because we don't want it to cook. We don't want any heat. There's not much heat coming from this tube anyway, very little. And it's kind of a cool day in November here, so we're okay. So like I said, you want to put the vent over the prime rib or whatever it is you're trying to cold smoke for a few hours. And that's it. In a second, some smoke will come out. I'll now let it do its thing. I'll come back in an hour, flip that prime rib, and we'll go from there. Alright, it's been exactly an hour. Let's see how this is looking like. Okay, I can definitely tell it's getting some smoke. Like I said, I'm just going to flip it around. Let's see. Well, I'm going to turn it. But I'm going to flip it like that. There. But it definitely looks like it's absorbing some smoke, so I'll let it sit here for another hour. I'm going to go inside and watch the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lion game, which is just coming into the second quarter. And we'll come take this off and get it in the sous vide bath in around an hour or so. Alright, 2 hours exactly. Time to get this in the sous vide bath. Let's take a look at it. Whoop, let's let the smoke clear. Those tubes definitely smoke, and you can definitely tell there's a nice color on this. Whoops. Let me see if I can show you guys a close-up here. And you can see there's a nice little smoky color on it. Let me get this off. We'll get it bagged up and into the sous vide bath. Alright, just brought it inside. Just wanted to have you guys take a close-up look of it. You could definitely tell it's got some smoke. It's still cold to the touch, so yeah, it hasn't cooked at all. So I'm going to go over to the stove and just saute some garlic and some other things to put in the bag. So be right back. I'm just making a little something to put in the sous vide bag. I got around 3 garlic cloves that I've minced garlic here that I put in a saute pan with a little bit of olive oil. And then here, left over from my turkey, I bought some fresh rosemary here, and then I got a couple things of thyme. You can use whatever fresh spices you want. I'm just going to saute this just for a few minutes, and then I'm going to have that. I'm going to pour that into the sous vide bag. So that's it. Just like kind of stir it around. It's just going to add a little bit of flavor, and then I'm also going to take that the juice in the bag to make some au jus. So this is going to add some flavor to that au jus as well. So just going to let this simmer for a few minutes, turn it off on the stove, and then once I get the prime rib into the bag, I'll pour this in and seal it up. So we'll be back in 1 second. So as hard as I tried, I could not get this roast into a regular food saver bag. Luckily, I had a box of expandable bags. So if you're going to get at least a 3-bone, you better get a bigger bag, okay? And make sure you double seal it on both sides. So I have my Nova here. I'm going to do it for 136 degrees for a minimum of 6 hours. So I'm going to drop this heavy roast in. And now I'm going to try my sous vide balls here. Let's see how these work. There we go. There's a few extra scragglers in here. I bought 2 bags because I didn't know, especially for my bigger container. Yeah. Make sure they're in a single file. Okay, now let me set the timer on this thing. 7 hours. Boom. Beautiful. Now I can go watch some more football. A little later on, I'll be back with my son for a beer review. He's going to be trying cream soda for the very first time, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to let the sous vide machine do its magic. We'll be back probably 3-4 hours. See you then. All right, beer review time. hop juice from Left Coast Brewing Company. Triple Indian Pale Ale. 10% alcohol by volume. Looking forward to that. And my sidekick, Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, sidekick.
So you're my sidekick in the video. Just like Robin, you know, is Batman's sidekick.
But that's fighting crime.
Well, we're reviewing sodas. We should get.
You're reviewing alcohol. I'm reviewing soda.
Well, it's beverages. He's never tried this before, or even cream soda before. This is Virgil's microbrewed cream soda.
And if you remember,
Using natural ingredients, we brew a cream soda so pure, so rich, and creamy, you'll swear it's made in heaven. Now, he's tried their root beer.
in one of the videos before.
Tell them what you think of Virgil's handcrafted root beer.
Super good.
So, I think you said it was the best root beer you ever had.
Probably one of them.
One of them? Okay. That's a big compliment.
This is
cream soda.
looks like your beer.
This looks like beer. Huh. Oh, let's put it there. Hang on. Give me a chance to pour mine. You want to get every last drop. We got, what is it? 2 hours and 52 minutes. Well, actually 1 hour and 52 minutes. So just, we're at the 2 hour mark. What do you think? What's the smell?
Like whipped cream.
Like whipped cream. Okay, well, there you go. Alright.
Like
So let's
vanilla
take-
mixed
so-
with whipped cream.
Smells like vanilla mixed with whipped cream. Ooh, strong hops. Very strong. The color's not bad.
They look the same.
Yeah, they almost do look the same. Almost. Mine's a little bit darker. Alright, Kyle, here we go.
3, 2,
Cheers.
go.
Cheers. 3, 2, 1, go. Cheers. Ooh. Very
Oh wow,
hoppy.
this is good.
What do you think? What does it taste like?
Cream soda?
Well, no, you never had it. Is it what you thought it would taste like, or how would you
Tastes like
describe?
vanilla ice cream.
Like vanilla ice cream. I would agree with you. This is pretty smooth, but it's very hoppy. The first couple sips, you gotta need a second to do an adjustment in your taste buds. Ooh, but it's good. It's
Get your
strong.
taste buds slap.
I can tell it's 10% alcohol. It's got a little bit of a kick to it at the end. All right. Well, thank you, Kyle.
I'd buy this again.
You would buy this again? So compared to the other sodas you tried that I got you from Alien Jerky, I got you the Jelly Belly, what was it, the pear? Or
Well,
was it apple?
let's save that for the next
Come over
video
here and sit over
because
here.
we still have one more left for
Yeah,
our
okay.
next one.
I bought them 4 soda. So out of the 3 you've tried so far, is this one the best, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Well, there you go. Alright, guys. Well, we'll be back in a couple hours. Take this out and finish it off in broiler in the stove, and we'll have some delicious prime rib. Until then, we're going to enjoy our drinks. Say goodbye, Kyle.
Bye.
Come on, give me a cheers.
Wait, what?
Not with that. Come on, with the cup. With the... Thanks again, guys. Cheers. Alright, here we are. It's actually been just over 8 hours. It did beep. I added another hour. That's the great thing about Sous Vide. If you're busy doing other things, you can let it go. For this specific recipe, I say anywhere between 6 and 11 hours, you'll be absolutely fine. So this, like I said, has been going on for quite a while here. And I've been impressed with the Anova holding the temperature pretty steady. And I really like these Sous Vide balls as well. Let's get this out. We're going to dry this off real well, and we're going to finish it off in a real hot oven. The only downside of these balls is you got to like scoop them up with like a slotted spoon or something and put them in that little bag to dry off. Got a couple there. Oh, a couple over here. There we go. Whoa, there's a lot of juice in here. Another ball. And we're going to use that to make a nice au jus. We're going to drain it off and we're going to reduce it and add a little bit of beef stock. I'll show you how it all works. Let me get this bag cut open. We'll get it dried off and we'll get it ready to throw in the oven. Be right back. Here we are out of the sous vide bath. I dried it off very well. I got on a little rack here. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to do convention broil. Anywhere from 450 to 500 degrees. We're going to put it in there 5 to 10 minutes. I'll probably turn it over, crisp up the skin, the fat there on the top. But it looks and smells great. We'll throw this in the oven and get going. So get it out, dry it off real well, put it on some kind of rack, and put your oven on a high broil, 500 degrees, 450, 500, and we're just going to stick it in there for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll stick this in and we'll go from there. So I've taken the drippings out of the bag and put them in a little saucepan here, and I'm bringing it up to a nice boil, and I'm going to try to reduce this by half. Then we're going to add a couple cups of beef broth to kind of make our au jus, and then we're going to drain it. So just show you how this process works. We'll be back in a second. Alright, here we go, fresh out after being broiled for a couple minutes on each side. I think it's been around 10 minutes in there total. I'm just going to let this cool down a little bit so I can handle it a little bit better, and we'll slice into it and see what we got. Be back in a second. Alright guys, I've already cut the bones off the back side here just to show you. Those are going to be good to nibble on later. But here we go. I'm just going to cut some slices here. See what we're looking at. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Perfectly cooked. I can't believe it. Wow. Look at how wonderful that looks. Hang on. Look at that. Oh man. Alright. We're going to slice some of this up, get the family out here to try this. We'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I sliced a couple pieces here with some of that au jus that I reduced down. With some beef stock and some horseradish. We're going to taste test this right now. Alright, here we are with the whole family. My wife Monica, my son Kyle, my mom, we call Farmore. And I cut some pieces up. I got some horseradish and some au jus. Take a piece, Kyle, and dip it in the gravy there, the au jus.
Oh,
Tell me
gravy?
what you think.
Why do we call it au jus?
It's a type
that's
of
what they
gravy.
call it.
I'm going to try it by itself first.
Okay, do what you want.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Good?
Give it a try, Farmer.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let me try it.
Oh man. This is good.
You like that
What do you
horseradish
think?
too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is as good as you'll get in a fancy restaurant. I
Oh my
think.
gosh, this is amazing. Can we have this like every night?
It's just as good as Captain Jack's.
This is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, shout out to Captain Jack's. It's like a really good place.
For prime rib and
But I don't know, this is really
Alaskan King crab legs. I can't do it that recipe like they can. But wow, this prime
This
rib.
is as good as the...
Shout out to Stater Brothers too. This is an awesome piece of meat, man. I can't believe it. They had it on sale too, $4.99 a pound.
wow.
Anyway, guys, as always, I appreciate you watching my video.
This is...
I can't stop. This is too good.
Check out the link above to my website, Eric's Smoking Barbecue. And please check out some of my other videos. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Tell everyone Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
guys.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And we'll see you next time.
And thank you, viewers, for watching us this year.
Thank you. We're thankful
and
for
if you're
you.
subscribed, thanks for subscribing.
There you go, Cal. Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See, you are my little assistant.
Helper.
What did I say? Not my what did I call you?
Sidekick.
Sidekick. He is my sidekick.
He is.
Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Until then, we're going to enjoy this delicious Prime rib. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.